So, welcome back. This is part 2 of our MGB GT mini series, all about refreshing this old tired British car. If you missed part 1, we took the car right down to bare metal, did some custom work. You're gonna wanna check that out. This video, we're gonna go talk to Brent and Spencer. They're the ones responsible for making it look as good as it does. Let's go see what they have to say about this.
Yeah, so like what exactly did you guys do to this car?
All the body and paint on this thing.
Full color change.
Full color change. Like when it came in, it had a lot of minor issues in the paint. So there was no way to...
Major issues in the paint, I'd say.
Well, there was a lot of minor and some major.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of little minor things all over the car, so we ended up just stripping it right down to bare metal and starting from scratch, which exposed a lot of little issues here and there. And we had a little bit of metal work to do on some of the doors, or both of the doors actually. Nothing in the fenders, but some major rust repair in the back.
Oh, okay.
Behind the bumper.
Yeah, a lot of this car was like discovering stuff because the bottom, that lower section of the whole car had like factory gravel guard in it. And, you know, just to find out what was behind that was a mystery. And like, yeah,
So
what
the
Brett was
cars,
saying,
yeah.
there's the rust in the back end panel area.
And the cars had a lot of repair work done over the years.
past.
Like
Yeah.
janky, old school repair work.
And then we fixed some of that, and then yeah, and we started with a fresh coat of epoxy on the bare metal and body worked it on the way up.
Fitting the doors and
a
stuff
fairly-
to the aftermarket vendors was a bit of work.
Which somebody didn't do in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So this
we
car
ended up-
has new fenders, they're aftermarket, so Spencer has quite a bit of time just gapping the door to the fender with a finish in metal. No
Yeah,
Bondo.
shaving it, welding it, testing it, and repeat.
On off, on off, on
Yeah,
off.
that was like a couple weeks.
But the thing with these cars is there's not a lot of adjustment in them.
Okay.
So everything has to fit quite tight and perfect. With there's not a lot of movement in these panels.
And we had to factor in all the paint buildup and thicknesses on the edges.
Oh,
Because it
yeah.
was like, yeah. So you look now, like all the door gaps, like to here, they're pretty perfect, man. Like it won't get any better than this.
Yeah, it looks.
All the
so
hardware is new. So like new door hardware, stainless, Cerakoted,
Cerakoted all the latches
and all that stuff.
All that stuff, all the hinges, everything's all Cerakoted. Just little minor things. We didn't want to get too crazy with it because it's not a full restoration.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah.
did what we needed to. Like all the door moldings are new. All the window trim is freshened
Yeah, all
up.
this trim on the doors,
All the
quarters,
glass trim is new.
wow.
all the clips.
All just little cheap tiny things that just added to the paint job at the end. Like
And then obviously the like the major thing would be the interior. Greg did the whole interior in it. Full color change as well because it used to be black.
So crazy.
It was pretty wore out though. Like you can see the
fresh carpet
the
and
age
everything.
on the interior
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, so all the hatch hinges and everything, that's all Cerakoted.
But again,
All
it's
the
not a
inners
full
are done
restoration,
too.
so some of the stuff on the interior is still original from
Yeah,
when it
the
came in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factory stuff that, you know, it just wasn't in the budget, I guess, for the customer. But I mean, for the amount of little things that we did, it looks pretty crazy.
It looks amazing.
I
Big
think
transformation.
for what the customer was trying to do, like this is a pretty good step, like towards his final. And this is not finished yet, obviously for the guy, but I think this was like a big part of where he was trying to take the car. Change the whole car, like it looks crazy.
Yeah, it
now.
looks different.
Yeah.
In the green before it.
Yeah, the green was just factory.
Yeah.
But this is, you won't see another one like this.
And so what color specifically
This is a Rolls Royce color from back in the day. So this is the exact, well, actually it's not the exact. It's a very similar color to the Aston Martin that we did not that long ago.
Yeah.
I guess the customer had saw that car at a car show or something and fell in love with it and had to have similar, but it's not exactly the same. Because the Aston Martin actually has a little bit of black added into the base coat to make it a little bit darker tone.
Yeah.
But it's very, very close.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd actually even be able to notice it. But I don't even know if I'd be able to notice it.
One nice difference I think I like is the new lower valance in this. It's,
yeah.
It's from
I
Moss
forgot about
Motors.
that.
It's like
Yeah.
Sebring. They're racing lower valance.
Okay.
It's like I'm guessing like the AMG.
Yeah.
MG. It's just MG.
Without the A.
It's AMG.
Yeah. A.
Yeah, so that made it look a little bit more modern. You know, deleted that big bulky chrome bumper in the front. A little bit more sporty looking. Yeah, it has the brake ducts and everything. Just cleaner front end, you know.
And we fixed a lot of the gaps and stuff. Like
Yeah, the
this
hood
whole
actually.
thing, I don't know if Spencer didn't really talk about it, but there was a lot of modifications to make that thing fit actually properly to the car.
Oh yeah,
It was too wide.
it was wider than the whole width of the car, so we had to chop it, fold it
wow.
in,
Oh, shoot.
re-glass it.
But it was meant for this car.
Well, it's meant for this car, but it's aftermarket, so
Oh, okay.
You know, anything in aftermarket doesn't fit right.
Yeah, yeah.
Ever.
a big one too was the hood.
Hood gap, yeah.
There was something to do with one of the, I think the rad support cross member that was sitting too high, and when you close the hood, it actually creased the hood.
Oh,
and it
shoot.
split initially when it came inside, when it came to the
Oh.
shop. So we had to gap all that out.
When we
figure out
actually
that
stripped the hood, there was a lot of previous bodywork on this hood.
Yeah.
And then there was old shrinking that was done from back in the day. They used to use a torch and stuff and shrink the metal, which is pretty common practice, but somebody did a pretty bad job of it. So we kind of fixed that up a little bit too, so it doesn't really have the oil can effect anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The hood was like
That was a lot of work.
bum, 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 bum. So
I spent about like 3 days on that hood alone.
Oh my gosh.
and then, I think you won't be able to tell, but these quarter panels are two-piece.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They're not supposed to be, and someone had riveted the two panels together, like the top and bottom, like kind of has a flange that
Well,
overlaps.
what happened was I'm assuming that these quarters had rotted out at one time in its life, and then
so they
somebody had done
replaced
a
the
really
panel.
bad repair on it, and basically had used this body line because I don't know
Oh,
if
they
you
just
remember.
like spliced it right
They
there.
spliced it right there carefully, and then they
Yeah.
actually just riveted it together, bodyworked, and painted only the lower section of this quarter panel.
Oh, wow.
Because it was actually two
Yeah.
different colors. And then, so what we had done is we removed all the rivets, we cleaned and prepped that whole area, the whole surface of the length of the quarter panel, and we split it open, and we actually panel bonded it, and then riveted it back together as well. So it's
Nice.
This
Pretty
is a
solid.
pretty good repair now.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, we had to keep in mind the guy's budget. We all talked about it, and that was probably like the best way of approaching that repair
Yeah.
without going crazy into metalworking
Yeah.
and welding and fabricating new stuff. So
Yeah, every inch of this car is like bodywork blocked out. It's super.
It looks
the car
amazing.
is straight, man. It's nice
Yeah.
for what it is and where it came from.
Where-
This is like
From where it started from to like this,
Yeah.
it's a
it's just a
different
really
car.
nice, clean example of one of these now.
This is
Yeah.
the nicest one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like now,
If you
yeah.
had a little bit of detail work, you know, a little more detailing, like in the wheel wells and maybe the undercarriage, you know, painting, a little bit of paint work and some like trim blacking and stuff like that. Just tidying up, it'll clean up really nice and probably turn into a really nice
Be a
car.
Concord.
Well, I wouldn't be Concourse. Only for the fact that it's actually better than it ever was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I don't even think this thing was this good from the factory.
Yeah,
Crazy.
These moldings, like these are clipped in to rivets. So these rivets have like a clip on it, and they weren't even straight, like the holes along the car. So we had to
Oh.
actually make new holes and make sure our trim lined up down the side. That's why it looks so straight.
Like we could have went even crazier with it, but like
Budget
hard
constraints.
because we can go crazy and like
yeah.
if Tim doesn't tell us to stop, like,
You don't know where to stop. Yeah.
Yeah, it took a little bit. Okay, so this car came in May 3rd. Actually, that wasn't too long ago. And we weren't even working on it for 3 months straight.
No, it wasn't.
So maybe I would say like
Probably like a
160 hours? Like a month straight of work?
yeah, probably around there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot, though. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, but I mean that's what it takes to get anything half decent, right?
Yeah.
Like it shows. I mean,
It
you know, you
does.
see something that doesn't have as much effort into it, and you're like, okay, that looks
Yeah.
like.
In most places, you won't strip a car to bare metal.
Yeah, they'll just paint over it.
But that's what the car originally came in as. It was supposed to be just a repair the damaged areas, sand it down, and paint it. But it was just like you could not do it. I mean,
Yeah.
it had
We're
two.
supposed to take it this far even.
Yeah.
It wasn't even
It just
supposed-
escalated.
It just escalated. But it's not possible to do it
Yeah.
any other way because
Yeah.
it would just come back later and look like
It's not
garbage.
even like that.
Yeah.
It's like you literally could not paint over the areas. Like I was saying, there was a lot of little issues in the paint, and that's something you have to consider. Is like if it has a little imperfection every 3 to 4 inches, by the time you strip that little area everywhere on the car, it's better and faster almost to just strip it right down to bare metal. And look at what we exposed. We exposed a lot of things, like the quarter panel replacement that was done really poorly. You know, if we would have done that, who knows how long that would have lasted down the road. Now we've, you know, that's a much better repair now. And like even to today's standards, most cars are put together like that, panel bonded and riveted, obviously with special rivets now. But you know, it's a pretty strong repair. It should last quite a long time.
Awesome.
Yeah, this car had tons of bubbling on it. I remember, like, you couldn't. That's right. You couldn't, like, say there was an issue here, you couldn't just, you know, strip that area and repair it. It was like bubbling here, 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 and then by the time you do all those little spots, you might as well just strip the whole panel, right?
If you do strip those little tiny spots and then you try to repair it and putty it or bondo it or whatever, like that just leads you to a space or a spot in the panel for like it'll just shrink.
Yeah.
And eventually you're gonna see exactly where that repair was. So the only way to do it is, like I said, just to strip it all down. Because there was quite a bit of paint material on this car when we did start. It's been painted a couple times. It probably had 3 paint jobs in its lifetime, I believe. From what I remember, some of the areas. I
don't even know if you can see this on camera, but this was like, this is this roof area on the car here, and this is the paint on the roof. Like it had almost bubbling, like a texture. Yeah. And it had a lot of tiny dimples and all these random things. Right, so you couldn't just strip these little dots in these little areas. You have to bring down a bare metal, because you can't take, if you're doing a complete paint job, like you don't want to risk having like something bubble up later. Like
After everything you've put into it,
it's hard enough to do it without old stuff underneath. You know, like we have to start from scratch and do it from ground up. Yeah. So we have to just kind of follow our steps and procedures that we normally do.
Awesome. Well, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, this car I actually kind of like it now.
Yeah, I like it too. If only it was a little bit bigger, I actually don't fit in it.